Both SARADOMIN and ZAMORAK came in for the clutch. Let's go. This week has been an interesting week for me in F2P, or I should say on my F2P UIM. I've been collecting MOSSY keys at Moss Giants for the past week. I've got my defense level to 86 finally. Just when I thought things couldn't get any better, SARADOMIN and ZAMORAK came in for the clutch, with not just one unique from the beginner clue scroll, but 4 uniques. Or I think it was 5 actually. I also received a drop from Bryophyta that I was hoping for. For those who are only coming to the channel for the first time, welcome. My name is Wally or Leggy. This is my F2P UIM account that I've been playing on, and I have a total of 1,050 hours so far into this account. Anyway, here's a quick look at my gear setup for today's video. I will be using the Rune Med helm with the D-high top and Addy square shield. The Rune Mace is my weapon right now, which by the way I wouldn't recommend using because it's not very accurate, I notice. And for those who might be wondering as to how long it took me to get 19 MOSSY keys, it took me around 12.5 hours to obtain. And here's a quick look at the loot from 1500 Moss Giants. I was really hoping for 20 MOSSY keys, but maybe I'll get that 20th MOSSY key from Bryophyta. I believe my kill for Bryophyta is 62 when I started, but once I finish using all my keys, my kill count will go up to 83. My first drop, as you can see, were 15 noted strength pots, which is not bad of a drop. This is something I could use later on. Now for this video, I also wanted to complete every beginner clue scroll drop from Bryophyta. For my first 2 clues, I will show you guys what I get, but as for the rest, I will just collect them until the end of the video. Now, one of my drops that I am hoping for is the Rune Square Shield, because right now I am using the Addy Square Shield, so having that extra defense bonus in game would be nice. Cosmic Runes is such a bad drop for F2P UIM in my opinion. My second beginner clue scroll reward was so crazy, I couldn't even believe what I got. I was shocked with this one. I mean, not just one unique was given to me, but 2 of them at once. Now you guys know, and I know, that this is a thing in game. SARADOMIN really came, and ZAMORAK too came in for the clutch for this one. Since I am only 11 levels away from 89 smithing, I may as well hold on to this ornament kit for the rune skimmy. The chances of receiving it again would be pretty low. The noted Addy plate bodies was a nice drop. I totally forgot these were a drop. They make a great high elk too, almost 50k in high elks right there alone. Here's my third reward casket from the beginner clue scroll, but like I said, I'm just going to hold on to the rest of them for the end of the video. Let's talk trips, however. A typical trip would take me between 7 to 10 minutes to complete. If I didn't complete any beginner clue scrolls, my trips would take me about 5 minutes only, I would reckon. Now, even though I said I wouldn't recommend using the Rune Mace, I still managed to get all of my kills with it. I know for sure in the future if I'm going to kill Bryophyta again, not if, when I kill her again, I'm definitely going to use range instead because it's a lot quicker. Melee is okay, but it felt like I was just taking way too long to kill her in some of my trips. Her growthlings, I think they're called, were also annoying. They just seemed to keep spawning in every time I killed them. I think in one trip I had them respawn on me 4 times. But here's a quick tip for F2P UIMs. If you guys ever have Charlie asking for a leather body, there is actually a spawn nearby for this, not far from Charlie. It's in the house on a table with the anvil symbol on your minimap in VARROCK. I know by now you guys probably noticed that I'm not calling out every drop. I just didn't want to annoy anyone with that. It's also on the screen already, so I felt like it wasn't really necessary to call out every drop. I also wanted to talk about other things, but before I do that, here is the drop that I wanted. The Rune Square Shield is finally back in the books. I do plan on using this for more defense training later on. Those uncut drops were also a plus. 10 uncut rubies now in my inventory, and the uncut diamonds I just ended up high alking these for GP. Well, first I used a chisel, then I high alked them. Now here's another quick tip for those F2P UIMs. If Charlie's asking for an iron dagger, you can actually buy this from the sword shop next to him. We're back at Bryophyta again with another rune drop, this time a rune chain body, which I just high alked because my inventory is already full from a lot of junk. I was wondering if I was ever going to get this, a law rune drop, 100 law runes, is what I mean. I almost died here, I had to use the rest of my food in order to get this kill. A lot of times I can get away with it without healing, but this time I wasn't so lucky. Or maybe I was with that MOSSY key drop from Bryophyta. Another rune square shield, let's go. I almost wanted to keep this, but it just doesn't make any sense to hold on to 2 rune square shields. This was an interesting drop, something I haven't seen in game for a while, the rune longsword. And like I said in game, this is my last key. I received a good amount of GP from my keys, over 250k, 255k in high elks. I know in my inventory I have 307k, but I already had 52k when I started. If you go back to the beginning of the video when I first started killing Bryophyta, you'll see that I had 52k in my inventory. 100 chaos runes was my last drop. I was actually pretty happy with that because right now I am collecting them as I go. I will be using them towards magic training eventually. Now that I collected all my reward caskets, I think it's time to use the noted steel bars quickly. A good 5 steel plate bodies will make a nice high elk. 6k in high elks is what it comes out to. If I were to calculate the amount of GP made from high elking, it would be sitting at 261k right now. Alright, for the moment you guys have been waiting for, let's get right into it and start opening the rest of the reward caskets. 19 in total is what I collected. It would have been 21 if I didn't open the first 2. To be honest, I wasn't really expecting to get much with these 19 reward caskets, but man, SARADOMIN had other plans for me. We start off with a black mace, which is a rare unique. I will be high elking the longbows I get, including the steel items that I get. Now this is something I wasn't expecting to get. I mean, I was hoping for another unique or rare. I just didn't think it was going to be this one. Like I said, I wasn't really expecting to get much out of these. But man, was I ever happy when I saw this. Another rare unique added to the collection log. And did I not say that SARADOMIN had other plans for me? Mole slippers coming in for the clutch. Let's go. I finally completed my goal, getting all the unique boots in the beginner clue scrolls. My first pair of boots or feet were the bare feet. I received this one back in 2022, including the frog slippers. And for 2024, I received the demon feet with the mole slippers. Now that I have these, this does complete another goal on my F2P UIM. I'm really not sure where to go from here because I have a lot of items in my inventory right now. 29 strength pots is something that I don't just want to drop. I would like to use these towards defense training. I think it will help with the XP rates per hour. And the 10 uncut rubies is definitely going towards smithing, but I'm not sure if I want to do that just yet. And the black mace, I really don't want to drop this yet. I might use it just to see what the XP is like for like 1 hour only, and then switch back to the rune mace. But thank you guys for watching today. Alright, you guys take care, and I'll see you all in my next video.